When we last left Chris, he was doing deeds, and he spent a good, 11 years. In game time, not real time. To do several deeds, including opening many glades, sending many caches, and also winning a game without any embarkation bonuses. And today, we don't do any of that. I've got very little deeds that I'm interested in now. Like, I got all my cute decorations, which is, that's the big issue. I would eventually like to get the ones that give me achievements, I guess, but I'm gonna probably just get those normally. And I'm not getting Devil's Bargain because that requires you to kill people. And we're not about that. We're not about that game style. We are about, however, playing some Against the Storm. So we got ourselves a Dangerous Lands modifier. Only dangerous glades can be found in this region. No small glades whatsoever. Almost a buff, if I'm being real. Cause you get to only have valuable stuff from glade to open, more or less. And it basically reduces the amount of hostility you can get, sort of, in a roundabout way. I mean, it is a little annoying that you can't get any small glades and the bonuses from those, but they're usually minor bonuses. You generally want to stick to dangerous glades if you can anyway, unless you have a fairly good reason to open small glades, like, expanding your territory for making room for hearths, you're looking for a drizzle geyser, or you just can't handle anything. All those are good reasons. Probably gonna start with a human just so I can make sure farming goes well. Tempted to take the small farm, but the plantation is fine. 2-star food is going to be enough to keep everybody fed for a very long time if I can find any fertile ground whatsoever. And then we have 3 points to play around with. I could take a bunch of extra parts, certainly never a bad idea. Could take a bunch of extra food so I don't have to worry about people starving right away. Could take a bunch of extra wood, that can always be helpful. I mean, it's all good. Can't really take any bricks because they're too expensive. I don't know, the costs randomize here, and I don't know what on earth dictates how much any of these things cost. Maybe it's just random, maybe there's some kind of internal logic behind it, I don't know. I do like bonuses in the early game a lot. It helps out a great deal, and usually I'm okay with parts, just for doing Queen's Orders. So I guess I'll just depend on that. And that's it, let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's see what we get. Hopefully the Forest Mysteries are not eerie song. Do you have to, game? Do you have to have the low hostility, it just kills people lol mystery active? Come on, man. Come on. I also have a vassal tax. I have to pay money for each storm if I hit level 4 hostility. Otherwise, the queen will be impatient with me. I don't know if I hate this or like it, actually. Because sometimes having higher impatience can be helpful, and this is like a weird way to control that. I mean, impatience points, if you get too much impatience, you lose, so obviously it's mostly a downside. But I could see having some control over it being nice. Anyway, we just want to not be at hostility 4, generally. Resources are sacrificed quicker, that might mean we're short on wood. And don't discover glades during the storm. And our bonus is that geyser pump operators get more resolve. Huzzah! I'm sure that'll come into play, he said with an incredible amount of sarcasm in his voice, because that's not going to come into play. Right. From what we have here, I think we were looking for, like, a bakery or something. Biscuits and pies would, clear everybody's needs for the most part. Pickled goods would be fine. Coats would be good. Lots to say. The beavers are a very nice addition to our group. Very happy to see them. Means getting extra wood, which I do enjoy. I'll probably just slap them in the woodcutting camps immediately, more or less. And yeah, let's see what we get. Herb Garden's kind of tempting. Roots do allow me to, you can mill roots into grain, which can translate into biscuits and pie, which is nice. But you need to have flour for that, which makes me want to take the stamping mill. In fact, I kind of want to take the stamping mill a super lot because it's really helpful. If we're lucky, we'll find a bunch of clay pits on the map. We found one already. And that might let us make, like, pickled goods fairly easily, and copper bars in a pinch. I kind of like it. It's a bit of a long-term play, an eye towards complex food and maybe some metal crafting, but it's good. It's gonna take a lot for me not to just click on temple and laugh at the forest mysteries until they turn away in shame. Yeah, it turns out that's real good. Cookhouse is good. Artisan's fine. Supplier's mostly fine. I might want to take the supplier just for the fact that it gives me planks. Cookhouse is very good, though. You can make skewers out of berries, but you need some kind of meat for that, or mushrooms. I don't think there's mushrooms on this map, naturally. Oh no, there is. Okay, so that's a good complex food thing. You could basically just start out with skewers and biscuits immediately, more or less. It's tempting. Very worrisome that I'm not really given any, basic resource buildings, which could bite me in the butt real hard. But supplier's just, like, so not great right now. I've got a stamping mill for containers, so I don't need water skins, and I've got the stamping mill for flour, so I don't need flowers, just for 2-star planks, and that's not very good. I guess this might just be Cookhouse, because that will enable my complex food more or less instantaneously. It's a little bit of a risky play. This is not the setup I usually roll with. But, you know. Oh well. Sometimes you have to be flexible in this game. Or maybe I should practice being more flexible, because I tend to force the same strategy every time of get fertile ground buildings, grow food, make complex food, everybody happy. Which is great, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great strategy because I love making everybody happy. But, you know, shouldn't be fully locked in at all times, I suppose. Could definitely use housing. We started with a bunch of planks, which I'm not 100% sure where we got all of them from, but it's nice to see. A lizard and a beaver house would be a very smart plan, because they will be the most upset when the storm hits. So I don't see any reason I wouldn't spend my initial building materials on those things. Tanning racks? I forget, do eggs give leather? I think they just give meat, yeah. The big eggs give leather, but they usually just give meat. Tanning racks is kind of tempting, just for the fact that It triples the leather you get from resource nodes, allows you to make water skins very easily. Also just gives you a bunch of stuff which you can use to trade away for goods and services, which is also helpful. It's not the strongest pick given I just gave up water skins from the supplier. It's worth a reroll, come on. Give me something better. Giant veggies is tempting. Peasant supplies enables trading a lot easier. Frequent patrols can be nice, but also I don't, it's retroactive, so I'm only gonna take that when it's useful. If we find some vegetables, I'll be very happy I picked giant vegetables, and it also makes a small farm viable as the only fertile ground building you need, period, so that's good. If we find some big veggie patches, I'll be very, very, very happy I picked that. And it is good enough to take, in my opinion. I'm gonna let some of these buildings, well, be built while we wait for the orders to come in. If I can get something that's like double your copper ore production, that would be pretty sweet. Safe place is gonna basically happen on its own. On the other hand, I mean, flour would be nice, don't get me wrong. But on the other hand, 5 parts is a lot more precious than +2 to flour production. So I'm gonna pick that. Then we have the guild, make beavers happy. We can get to 20 rather quickly, actually. If we get the beaver house down and, like, favor them, this could actually be done in, like, 2 minutes or something. That's really good. Impetuous Explorer, complete 3 Glade events. I don't know if that's happening, is the thing. I would love the Weaver, I would love the parts, I'd love the pickled jars, but oh boy, this means probably opening up 2 dangerous glades basically immediately. So for one, I can't open them up immediately, they're far away, and for 2, dangerous, as may be implied in the name. Dangerous glades are dangerous, spoiler alert. I doubt I'm going to find 3 glade events in here. This particular event is where there being no small glades actually is a hamper, because man oh man, opening up 2 dangerous glades is a big risk. And I might not even find 3 glade events in 2 of them, depending on what they are. I might get lucky and like have like a cluster of ruins, some survivors that need rescuing in a dangerous glade, and it'll all come out in one thing. But in worst case, I'll have like 2 large caches I can't do anything with, and a dangerous glade event, and then I'll be like, well, that's one event, guess I'll have to open another. So I'm seeing a lot of the worst case scenario here, but, you know. Also, I gotta do the risky thing for the content, obviously. So we'll do that. We cannot dilly-dally around with making warehouse space right now if we are on a timer. So let's chop to it. I said chop to it instead of hop because we're chopping wood. It's a funny. I made a funny. It's good water. It's not good water. It's tap water. It tastes terrible. Alright, Beaver House exists. That brings the beavers up to a nice comfy 16 base. Then I favor them to get them up to 20, and we'll get the guild done in record time. And the 2 extra beavers will be very nice to have. I'll put them on wood cutting. We can get a lot more done on year 1. It'll be lovely. I'm gonna need to put down a workstation no matter what. So, just do my usual make a limited amount of this crap because it is very inefficient totals. Call that fine. On reflection, yeah, if I open up this glade, we'll hit hostility 2 and the beavers will be upset. Not a huge deal. I just have to pull a woodcutter as soon as we break into it. I do have to be very on the ball though. Although the game auto pauses when the glade opens, so it's probably fine. Hopefully they don't like go down to 19 instantaneously. That'd be annoying. Or we're just gonna solve it before. Or we're gonna lose. It'll happen instantaneously and we're gonna lose it in 2 seconds. That's really painful. We found a small farm, which is awesome. Let's rebuild that instantly. That counts as a glade event. We also found a hidden trader cemetery, not a ceremony. I'm insane. Little rough this. I don't have 30 amber, and getting 30 amber would be a very, very, very long process. I don't have any tools coming in, so I can't get amber from the caches. There's no other glade in here either. That means 2 things. I'm gonna have to burn this down, for one. And for another, I'm gonna have to break into another dangerous glade quite quickly. Quite quickly. Oof. How long do I need the beavers to be happy for? 30 seconds. Okay, this happens every 60 seconds, so I'm just gonna let the beavers hit 20 resolve real quick and put 2 people on this. Get that started immediately, get that glade event done with at least some alacrity. Really wish I'd had those beavers arrive before we popped that. I wish I'd not paused the game like literally the nanosecond this glade opened up and then made it so I unpaused the game and I lost a tick. I should have trusted the you can just pause the game thing, but I didn't. That was my bad. That's all fine. Yeah, whatever. Do I trust this woodcutter to get in there in time? I mean, like, I do have 15 minutes to get the glade events done. It's like 2 years. Almost. No, it's not 2 years at all. Every year is 12 minutes, so that's like a year and some change. Maybe I do want these guys to help. Now that I say that out loud. Small farm is amazeballs, by the way. We could start like growing food on year 2, and that's frickin' amazing. We're gonna have complex food like by year 3 at the very least, which is awesome. And I did mention that the +2 to vegetables makes the 1-star vegetables in the small farm entirely viable to just like sustain a population. It's really frickin' good. It's really good, and I'm very, very happy to find that. Okay, the guild is done. Huzzah! We got plenty of impatience to justify clicking that button. Plus, I want more beavers on woodcutting. Good. Clear that off. We have some parts. We have some beavers. We've got some roots, which, you know, it's nice. We won't starve to death immediately. Ooh! Man, those are some good options. Gosh, I want the furnace real bad, but I think the lumber mill is stronger. 2-star bricks would be great. 2-star copper bars would be great. The pies would be great. But like 3-star planks might be mission critical, to be honest. Because I'm gonna need a lot of planks for everything. Yeah, that feels awfully mission critical to me. Alright. Fair enough. And we'll just place that right here once the woodcutters are done with the super important chopping. We'll get them back to town to clear a good space out. It'll be smart and good. No geyser pump, I should note, but I guess that's not a huge deal. Certainly could be worse. Builders aren't keeping good and busy here. You'll love to see it. There's 2 glade events done. Oh! But that's the worst one. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright. Takes 4 minutes to do. If I wait, it's got 13-minute timer. If I wait 8 minutes, I'll be through the storm and we can do this with 1 minute to spare, which is questionable. Whew, that's bad. This is the worst Dangerous Glade event. By far, you cannot convince me otherwise. And we have to get it done in 14 minutes, too. Which, fine, we need to get it done in 13 minutes anyway. So I guess this is our 3rd Glade event, which I guess is fine. Got a geyser pump at least. I mean, stormwater could be useful, but... well, not but, so I'm going to upgrade this pump and be done with it. The parts will be very helpful. I'm glad I got parts on every one of my orders because it looks like I'm probably going to be spending them here, which is lame and bad, but it's also what I'm going to have to do. Alright. Well, woodcutters are no longer super duper critically needed anymore, so we have that breathing room at least. I would love it if we could get a road chopped out to this so that it's a lot easier to carry the parts down there when we do pull the trigger on that. If I can get that done before the storm ends, that would be ideal. As for y'all lot, I need you to get back here and help with that. I'm also going to need this section cut out so I can get closer to the section I need to be chopped out, so that needs to be chopped. We'll put that there soon-ish. And I guess that's all I can do for the moment. It's a little bit spooky. I knew that opening two Dangerous Glades would be a pretty stonkin' big risk, but boy, these are 2 especially bad ones. This one, I couldn't do the reporting, it was impossible, so I had to eat the hostility increases. And this one, I can't search the lower deck even if I wanted to, because it takes coats, and I don't have coats. So I'm basically just gonna have to spend parts and sit on... how much? Yeah, plus 330 hostility. That's a lot. If you haven't played Against the Storm, 330 hostility is a lot. you haven't? Okay, you're all... Never mind. I was gonna move that, but then it's like... They're all dropping stuff out at the warehouse and this tree is not chopped yet, so... I can't move it, not yet. Not until that tree is destroyed. Like that. Shaboom! Tree murdered. We did it. Oh boy, I can't wait for that to be done. Glad it's getting done before the storm, where the massive hostility it's inflicting on us would actually hurt a lot. I also need a trading post, like, real bad. Gotta get that done before drizzle hits. Because I would love it if the drizzle hit and then I could buy a solution to this jerk. Instead of spending very precious parts that would otherwise be very good and useful. Alright. Build the lumber mill. We've upgraded the water pump. I'm probably going to turn that in when I have a bunch of impatience. I don't need 2 extra people right now. So I'm pretty okay with waiting on it. There's 1 tree off. That kind of sends me a little bit. But I want it to be perfect. Now I'm wasting a very minor amount of time chopping trees I didn't otherwise have to chop to get there. It's the worst. Definitely want to dedicate to dedicate 2 people to the farm here. Probably 3, ideally 4, because like this is a lot of fertile ground. And we're gonna have a lot of trouble like clearing all that out. Which, on the one hand, heck yeah, on the other hand, it's a lot. Excellent. We are at level 2 hostility. Very mildly spooky that. But we're probably fine. Not as fine as I expected. I need to either cut the human woodcutters or build some housing. I think I'll just cut the human woodcutters and get them working on the plantation. Okay, the lumber mill is now done. Excellent. We definitely want somebody in there. Probably 2 people if I'm being real. Who's going to be our builder? I guess you? I guess you. I guess as it turns out, it's just you guys. The trading post is done. Excellent. We'll just move it for free somewhere where it's not in the way. If I started that early, it would in fact bump me up to level 5 hostility and people would start dying to the storm, which is something I'd like to avoid. Also, I need you guys to be cutting through here. This section of trees is actually the priority. Thank you very much. Get an impatience tick soon. Should allow me to bring in the newcomers that should arrive mid-storm. You feel kind of bad for them. It's the scariest part of the year, and they have to go through the terrifying forest. Either one's fine. Yeah, looks good. We are going to swap you out for a beaver, though. He'll go to woodcutting eventually, but for the moment, he's best on the lumber mill while I can't afford any extra hostility. Hey, that one's... The road is done. Excellent. That will be, might be more critical than I would like to admit. Because we gotta get that one done real fast. To the point where I'm kind of wondering if I want to burn wood to lower hostility and just start it. Minor issue with that, and when I say minor, I mean absolutely enormous issue with that, is that if I did that, we would be at like 5 hostility and everyone would freak out and leave. So I could not do that without it either being storms basically over or a very large buffer to my resolve. Which isn't impossible to get. I'm just gonna do my park. For safety's sake, let's send it. We can get down to level 3. Everybody's still absolutely freaking out, so I guess there's no point in spending all these woods. Well, I do want to not have to pay the vassal tax, granted, so maybe I do want to do that. The beavers might leave with this kind of timing. I should be more worried about that. Yeah, dang it. Once they're up to 9, we should be fine. It's really hard to delay this much longer. Okay, let's see what we get. These are all kind of bad. Lumber tax is tempting. Back to nature is also kind of tempting.
Hi.
I could just sell all my food, which feels dumb, but is the correct move, just period. Definitely feels dumb, but is in fact right. Alright. I'll do that. I will need to trade this for raw amber, sadly. Can we make up the difference a little bit? Yeah, I'll just throw some resin at you. That will not get me anywhere close to the amount of food that I can buy back from her. But on the other hand, now I can click back to nature for free. So that's good. She didn't bring tools, she didn't bring enough pipes, so we did in fact have to use parts for this. That's fine. Getting them working on that sooner is good anyway. We're at 6 minutes 30. This, in theory, once this guy delivers it, it should be it should start getting done. So that's good. Free supplier building? What would I use it for? But then again, it's sure a lot easier than making trade good packs I may never actually be able to make, huh? I guess it gets it out of the blueprint pool if nothing else. Those orders sucked. Jerky I can theoretically make. Aid for the Lizard Clan also nice. Just the +3 to Lizard Dissolve is very comfortable. Makes their base 8 instead of 5, which is rather substantial. Yeah, I like that. I could click water extraction now also. Certainly could use the extra manpower. And it does decrease impatience by 1, though we're going to decrease impatience pretty soon by completing that, so maybe hold off on it until I really, really need it. Probably. Anyway, I took back to nature, so now I need to do 2 things. I need to get as much food back as I can. Multiply is kind of tempting, but whatever is your cheapest food, madam. None of it's cheap. It's all the same price, so fine, whatever. We'll buy a ton of mushrooms. In exchange for, well, actually, sell you my resin for that. The tablets are interesting as well. Like, they can be used in a lot of orders, but like, I don't think there's a good reason to hold off on that. I think it's actually just smarter to not. Yeah, let's just get money. I kind of want the small farm blueprint just so that I can make a second one. Because if I'm gonna be going heavy on the biscuits and pies, one may not ultimately be able to cut it. Plus it gets it out of the blueprint pool, which is very strong. +1 to grain supply. I mean, I'm not gonna need it. I have back to nature. We're gonna double the amount of grain anyway. Probably just pick up this, and maybe this even? Maybe. I don't think I'll be getting the rain mill. I might get the kiln. I already have 2-star biscuits. It feels very superfluous. I probably want to save my money for emergencies. That's probably way smarter. So we're gonna do the thing that's probably way smarter. Alright. Now we got lots of farmer working on lots of land. Probably want to fill that out completely, to be honest. So we'll work on that. Okay, that'll get done in time for both Impetuous Explorer and to not get killed by it, so that's good. What am I building here? A makeshift post. Yeah, I can just move that when it's done. Because I'm thinking I might just build the cookhouse immediately. It probably would be best near to the stamping mill. Then I could just move the stamping mill. It hasn't been built yet. there is that. Also, I need to get you back on wood cutting yesterday, basically. Good, move that. build that. We'll get the stamping mill here behind it. So the cookhouse people can just take the flour directly from the building. It makes a difference. Not a, like, enormous difference, but a difference. Usually unmodified, people can take care of, like, 6-ish fields by themselves, so, like, 4 people is 24, should probably make the fields fully used. God, these are tempting. But I think other things will be more important to buy. So I'm just gonna not. Anyway. Stamping mill is very important. I will need bricks soon. Kinda need people. How close am I to impatience here? Not particularly. Yeah, not particularly. How many planks am I rocking right now? Just 12, huh? It's not a lot, considering how many of them we need, which is a lot. I guess he stays there then. I guess we just hold. Might actually be smarter just do water extraction right now, get 2 extra people that I kind of need, and just be inefficient with impatience from Impetuous Explorer. Yeah, honestly, yeah, just do it. Just do it.
Oh.
And look at that, the perfect number of beavers, enough to fill 2 woodcutting camps and 1 in the lumber mill. You love to see it. Clothier's great. I'm getting the weaver soon, so that's no problem. I would have loved to have gotten some better brick production, but I'll take 3-star code production any day of the week. I don't think the artisan is the right play. Provisioner, there's like an argument, but I think 3-star codes is just like too good to pass up. Put that down here, we'll put the weaver right across from it. It'll be great. It'll be great, and we shall love it. Start collecting clay so we can make some bricks. That is our big, that is our current big bottleneck, is that we have no bricks to make anything out of. Although we're gonna get some from, nope, we already got them, never mind. Turns out that's not a thing that's happening. I'm glad everybody's chill at level 6. I didn't expect that, to be honest. But we are. Things are just kind of K. Alright. Eventually we want someone in the stamping mill, and then we will start making ourselves some delicious biscuits. We can make mushroom, egg, and berry skewers, that's fine. Definitely want to make it so that we don't eat raw mushrooms or raw meat, though. We will absolutely want to turn that into skewers and or jerky, and we don't want to eat that raw. Which does mean if I turn off mushroom production, I'm basically telling everybody you can't eat anything. So maybe I don't do that quite so aggressively. Maybe we hold off just a touch. Can't make roots with skewers. Man, that sucks. Should have bought more food. That would have been smarter. But oh well. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make jerky in a field kitchen and it'll be fine. Who's that pushing my door open? Is it my kitty? Who's standing in the doorway, making it so that I can't close the door and thus keep my voice from being projected out into the world where it can annoy people? It is! That's what my kitty's doing. She's a cutie. Alright, tons of grain, tons of berries. We are going to be so good on food for basically ever. So that's a comfort. Definitely wouldn't mind dropping a warehouse down here either. It does feel a little bit too close to the other one, but we're gonna be producing so much food here that it's probably just a good idea. Like here, maybe? I think here's fine. Meow! What? What's wrong? What's your problem? What be the issue, sweetie pie? Are you gonna demand I open the door for you again? You literally, like, pulled the door open last night to, like, leave the room and let morning sunlight wake me up. So, like, why can't you pull open the door now, sweetie? Huh? Why are you looking at me with sad, soulful eyes like I have captured you in a terrible trap from which there is no escape? Orders are done. Great. I might just wait for a few minutes to get a little bit more impatience because I'm literally at 0. It seems okay. You really want me to pull the door open for you? Is that the thing? Okay. Now it's open a crack. You can very easily leave the room, so now no more mewling plaintively like I'm torturing you. Just gonna stare at the door frame with a swishing tail like you're under attack. Are you under attack, sweetie? Is something attacking you? I fed you not an hour ago. You can't possibly be in here being like, "Wow, I'm so hungry." I mean, you could be because you are a cat, but you shouldn't be. Well, we have a surprising amount of bricks, huh? That's good. I'm basically just waiting on planks for the most part. That is definitely not what I expected to be the case. Okay, you are done, so you can go help build stuff and other things. We are out of bricks here, though. So I do need a person making some bricks.
Yeah.
So I guess it's you. Congratulations. You can, I don't know if you could hear her mewling. What is it, huh? The door is open. You can't possibly be freaking out. It's like actually open. You are not trapped. You are just a silly kitty. Anyway, we'll put the weaver right across from the clothier so that any fabric we make in here goes right into coat production, which will be very efficient. Let's get our new thingy. Granary's tempting, just for the 2-star pickled goods. Ranch is also tempting for infinity meat. That would make it so that I could make skewers forever, because I could just turn grain into meat, and that would be that. Granary is very good as well, though. I'm already pretty set up for pickled goods by just pickling berries, and I can make pottery out of the clay we've got. They're both really good. Forester's Hut and Druid's Hut sitting in the corner being like, we're good in some situations. You sure are, guys. You sure are. Oh, that's actually a tough choice. Ranch is more often available from traders for at least relatively cheap, so I'm gonna pick the granary. Because they're both good, and I suspect we will be sitting on a somewhat excessive amount of grain. Putting that into crop packs is a good way to get money. We didn't really reveal as much clay as I might have preferred, but we have enough for our purposes for at least a while, especially with 3-star pottery. Meow. Meow. The door is actually open though, Sammy. Like it's open. Like, I know it's not open much, but like, look. The door, it's open. Okay, you wanted me to open the door for you more. Okay. Having it open just you know, with plenty of room for you to like nuzzle your nose into it or paw it open like you did this morning. Literally the thing you did. No, it wasn't good enough. What really needs to happen. What really needs to happen is I have to open the door an extra bit for you. An extra special bit for my extra special kitty. Cats are cute. Alright, we have hit the storm. I can't really afford this many woodcutters right now. People are freaking out, so we will pull one. Put him in the stamping mill so we can get some flour and some pottery. Gonna move these gentlemen back as well so we can fit the granary over here. Wait, we really don't have a lot of people, do we? Well, we're about to get more, so I guess that's a thing that solves itself for the most part. More lizards would be fine. More bricks would be good too. I could put the lizards in the cookhouse and they'd all be pretty happy with life. I'd like more humans just to put them on like the granary and stuff, but not super needed. Okay. Does mean pulling another woodcutter, but oh well. Throw you two in the cookhouse. Throw you in the weaver. That'll be fine. We need another lizard home, though. In fact, we need a lot more stuff than I expected. We need more planks, like a lot more. Because we need either more housing or an upgraded hearth. And we don't have either. Well, we have a slightly upgraded hearth. Yeah, this beaver house suddenly became a very high priority. Unfortunate. We're making our very needed bricks, which is good. Well, it's not very needed, but it is good to have. Those are some upset beavers. You know what I remembered? I have the temple, so I'm pretty happy just burning wood to handle all of this. I need this area cleared out for housing, so if you guys want to pop up here real quick, that'd be good. Probably slap the temple down like right here. In fact, putting it down right there is kind of nice already. Takes a lot of building materials I do not have, but it's nice to queue it up, I guess. We're out of clay, and you have maxed out on bricks. Fair enough. Very fair. I'll have to start throwing some berries into provision packs as well, but again, very short on labor right now. I need a lot built, and I don't have anyone to build it with. But we'll get there. How are we doing on food? We got plenty of skewers from the mushrooms. That's good. Grainer will be up soon-ish. You're making flour. It's good. So we'll be making biscuits, which is also good. Probably gonna need more lizards in the cookhouse to be, if I'm being real, just to keep up with biscuit production. That, or I find a drizzle geyser. One of the two would be great. Whew, that's a lot of grain. I may need to turn that into flour a lot faster. But that requires people we don't have. Let's pop into this. I think it's started drizzle. It's a good time to bop a new glade up. You don't grow or pick herbs. Like, you'll get some from roots, but that's not a lot. Tanning racks is like tempting, I guess. It's not very tempting when there's no leather on the map. Maybe I hold off on that. What's this one? Thirsty Trader. Have 40 wine. I have 40 wine, weirdly enough. And if I sold them 45 amber's worth of goods, I'd get 35 amber back, and the trader's about to arrive. This is, like, eminently doable. And it would get me, like, infinity metal, which is insane. We need 4 more human/beaver for new clothes, but I'll definitely do that at some point. So that's awfully tempting. Extra coats, extra leather is always nice. The parts would be tempting, but I think I have enough of them that I'm not too worried. Certainly easier than getting ale. We don't have a leisure building because temple is education and religion. Not that it's impossible to get, but that one's just gonna... It's gonna be easier and happen mostly by itself. Oh, Farlef. Hello. How are you? I need to trade you 45 amber worth of goods. For God only knows what. I can do the dumb thing and trade amber for amber, which I hate doing, but it's definitely a way to get it done. Do I care about any of his trade goods? The bricks would be convenient, the planks would be convenient. So it'd all be very convenient, but I don't think anything is as good as just money. I think it's just money.
Not good.
I think we call that good. Turn that in, get 35 amber back. What a great order. What a very smart and fine order. Alright. Well, we definitely don't need the steel drills now that we have, like, metal delivery, but I kind of want to take it just because it's there and get some stuff. Shovel's good, advanced smelting is good. I am producing a ton of pottery. Gosh, repurposed clay is kind of awesome, isn't it? Yeah. That's kind of awesome. Because we want to produce a lot of pottery. Why not also make bricks out of it? That seems great. Okay. That's cool. Smithy's like a win condition. Like, just straight up. I have infinite metal now, so we can make infinite tools, and that's gonna let me win the game. Oh, hey, it's year 3. I need a blight post. Why don't you guys come down here? You can get back to wood cutting. You can instead be in the stamping mill. Yeah, all these kind of are not that useful. I guess if I'm gonna make a lot of tools, I could do silent looting, but the thing is, I have a temple already, so like I don't care about hostility now. Well, these suck a little. I might take Prosperous Archaeology though. That is a way to turn opening caches into happiness, which turns into victory. There's a lot to say about that. Alright. Cool. What a great start of the year. You love to see it. Alright, what do we got here? A river kelpie. Well, we have an absolute truckload of grain, so that's pretty easy to handle. Also, some more fertile ground is a very welcome sight, and the meat's a welcome sight. Ooh, and the clay pits are a welcome sight. Man, that's a good glade. Holy butts. Heck yes, please. We do need 2 people to do that, quickly. Stamping mill's kind of mission critical right now. Packs of provision aren't. We only have 6 berries, really? It's kind of all of our, it's kind of all of our food, I should note. Well, that's mildly worrisome. I do need somebody in the stamping mill. I guess I can pull back on clay production for a second or 2. That doesn't seem smart. Pull someone out of the cookhouse? Maybe. Maybe. I need cloth for a ton of things. Pull someone off the farm? Maybe. That doesn't seem wise either, because I need everybody there to make sure that it's fully gotten. I guess it's cut clay production? That feels bad. But it's temporary. Just deliver a bunch of grain to this funny little kelpie and finish that up as quick as we can. no drizzle geyser in there, which is a mild disappointment, but certainly worse things have happened. Probably want to break that dangerous glade, put my next hearth over here so that the farmers who I put to work on this farm field can take a break a lot easier. Also tempting to put a small hearth over here because there's already space and I could use the hearth, like, very, very soon. That pause brought to you by Farleth leaving. Could buy some oil just in case. A lot of events can be solved with 30 oil. I could trade some of my infinity copper for it, sure. Go for it. I'm also gonna sell 5 resin, see if that can't save me a bar. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Warehouse is down. That should help a massive amount. The farm and the plantation's biggest bottleneck for sure is just like transporting the massive amount of food that it grows to the warehouse. Cook and a lumber mill worker have both been charmed. That's fair. It'll get done soonish. Got our one lizard building the entire town. I always seem to be at one builder. Must be a game design flaw and have nothing to do with how I play. That sounds right. That just sounds correct to me. I can shove the smithy here. Seems fine to me. Although it actually would be better next to the lumber mill so that we could take planks from it directly. So maybe this is actually where I put the blight post. It's not a terrible plan. Here's also fine. It's probably better because it's the entrance to this is closer to the warehouse, which is where all the Blightstorm stuff hits. And these are free to move anyway, so like, why not? So like, why not, Dead? Why not, Dead? Let's prioritize that too. I don't think we'll be getting above 100 corruption this year, because I plan to have the hearth upgraded. But still, good to be a little cautious. Don't want to play it too fast and loose. End up with people dying. Generally a bad thing. A woodcutter and a farmer are charmed. Oh, don't be the... Don't be... Okay, it is the farmer, not the berry planter. Okay, good. I kind of want to make sure we get plenty of berries and I don't care that much about grain. The grain's good, don't get me wrong, but we need the berries more right now. That's all chopped out, good. Throw down the smithy now. It seems fine to me. Clear out more warehouse space. Get the smithy down there. Actually, I might want to have you chop back here more, so we're prepared to open up the dangerous glade next year, making room for where I want to put the next hearth. Does certainly make a lot of sense when I say it out loud. We do have high level of corruption, but that will turn into low level corruption if I upgrade the hearth, which will only take the flower beds existing. still, let's obviously get some purging fire going. Not with our lone builder, granted. Can't really spare anyone else, can I? We have, like, enough cloth for our purposes right now. Maybe I can spare you. Also starting to sweat, so if you don't mind, I'm going to turn my fan on. It's still August. Sorry if that makes it so there's quiet buzzing in the background. I know, it's annoying. Stamping mill workers charmed. At least they picked those guys right before this nonsense ends. Okay, good. And everybody's no longer transfixed on the hearth. Good. Good, good. Farmers can get back to work, harvesting everything. And yeah, as you can see, the storage of the building fills up basically instantaneously when everything gives you 12. So having them like going back and forth between here and the warehouse is just good. It is just a good idea. Alright, the money will be delivered pretty soon too. That would be lovely. What is your problem? We have 10 fuel? Oh right, I think we got that from like the trader ceremony or something. Okay, well then go build. You're both idle because you have nothing to make anything out of. That definitely means I want to make a trapper's camp over here really badly. I don't have the parts for it. That's bad. I don't need the forager's camp, so we'll just pull back on that. It's fine. I could take either one of these and be very happy. Just take that, it's fine. Get you two in the stamping mill because you love being near machinery. And I'll put a human in the weaver and the clothier so we can start getting coats going. Probably want a second person in the clothier to be honest, and that should be great. We'll get the granary done eventually. And then we'll start making pickled goods, it'll be lovely. But it's just so much stuff. In fact, I should put somebody on the warehouse so they help clear out the plantation. In fact, I should put 2 people on it, just so that the harvest can get done faster. So they will help clear out the storage instead of making the farmers who should be harvesting do it. Don't go clearing out the other camps. Keep helping with the farms, dang it. There's so much more important stuff to clear out. I wish I could prioritize what building they go to. Maybe I can and I just don't see it, but I don't think that is the case. I should get like 2 people on there every every clearance season just to make sure that everything is cleared off. Still, we got a very generous harvest this year, so we're pretty good. Also at Hostility 4, which sucks. Let's get you two on the Blight post. Have to get below 4 for sure. Although, there's the thing. We have another way of getting below 4, and that is sacrificing resources. Which I'm very okay with, given the fact that it will benefit us greatly. In fact, just one person on the post is fine. We only need to clear off a single cyst in order to not die to any blight, so like, that seems fine. Out of bricks again. I guess I will have to have somebody in here making bricks. What a shame. I guess that's everything? I guess. Oh, we're upset. Well, that's not great. Certainly things have been better. Though once the codes start rolling in, we're actually probably going to be fine. In fact, we already got a bunch of codes rolling in. Yeah, I think we're just fine. What also would help is if I had somebody making pickled goods. That would make a lot of happiness as well. And of course, as always, worst comes to worst, I pull woodcutters and we're okay. A lot of homelessness, I should point out, though. It's probably what's causing most of my issues. It's my incredible intransigence on just building an overflow shelter for the love of God instead of making sure everybody has a really nice house. But I want everyone to have a really nice house, is the thing. Have you considered that I want people to have nice housing? I mean, if 2 beavers take a break and get a coat and some biscuits, this will stop being a problem. I'm just gonna resolve juggle a little bit until they're just fine, which they are now. So we're done. Cool. I guess I'll put a shelter here. We have overflow, it makes sense. Grumble, grumble. Grumbly humbuggly grumbles. Lizards are probably fine. Their resolve drops very slowly. We'll see. Wait, this should upgrade the hearth instantly, so hopefully that gets a bunch of lizards housed and happier, and I won't have to worry about them at all. That'd be nice. The next newcomer's coming. Probably around the end of Drizzle. It's fine. Alright guys, build it. Hurry up. Could just burn more wood though. That also solved all of our problems. Alright, there we go. All of our problems are now solved. More or less. How much progress are we making on this? Minus 75 already, huh? Good to see. Just makes me want to burn even more wood, to be honest. Hey, we have enough people with clothing to get new clothes done. That's cool. I'm happy for that. The Forsaken Altar takes a ton of bricks, which I don't have, and I have very poor brick production, so I might not like make that right now, especially since things are going like pretty darn well. No quality control, huh? Can we use planks that fast? Presumably. If we just burn it during the storm for hostility reduction. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds really great, actually. Okay, yeah. That's super duper great. And I love it. Human villagers basically will solve itself. That's awfully tempting. So are the parts. Guess we're picking that up. As it turns out. Ooh. Herbalist camp is great. Pick that up for sure. Uniforce needles doubles our cloth production, so that'd be nice. Probably want to not do that until I've broken into this glade, which I am going to for sure. So let's do that. And we'll see if we need to buy a solution from Sahilda. Because it is quite possible we will have to. Alright, we're good on fuel, you just help build. You actually go stone cut. I've changed my mind instantly, as I often do. What do we got here? Another small farm? What is going on? What is this crazy nonsense? And a brickyard? What? Well, there's our bricks we need. What is happening? This is so good. We're just so good. This is all just really good. Well, maybe I shouldn't have bought the small farm blueprint then. Jeez. In fact, it might be worth it just to salvage it for the food. We even got a big shelter where it's like, hey, bro. Why haven't you solved this yet? 'Cause I was getting to it. We don't have enough pipes to solve the termite nest. I would love to get infinity bugs. Well, I mean, I already have infinity bugs. I should probably just burn it down, to be honest. Would probably be better, but like, this is so nice to have. Just like a constant supply of meat. Wish you brought some tools with you, Sahilda. But we can certainly make them. In fact, we should be making them. I'm very willing to like trade some resin for a bunch of building materials to get that going faster. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. I also like these a lot, and that. That looks great to me. So yeah. Make sure the smithy's top priority, because we need some tools for this. And that should get done in plenty of time, so great. Bitoyo to you too, man. Yeah, I want all this cleared. I need some parts too. Even though I said previously that I don't really need parts. I was a liar. I was a big fat liar. That's good. Guess I just work on aid for the Lizard Clan with the labor I don't have. We're basically capped on all this stuff. You can pull back from there, I guess. Probably help build because we're on a timer to make the smithy, and you can be done with the bricks because we have enough for our purposes at this particular instant in time. So that's fine. definitely want to rebuild that quickly. May want to put someone else on the lumber mill, to be honest. Ooh, or just pull you out of there because we have plenty of fabric. Yeah, I did double my fabric production, so that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? What else do we have? Kiln. Tempting. Brick oven is also very good. Tool shop would be nice if I didn't have smithy, but man, that's really good. Kiln would be great, but I have a brickyard and I can make jerky fine. Like, turning wood into coal is good. It does give us a way to use our wood, so we don't just, like, have it all evaporate when the storm ends, but, like, I plan to just burn it in the hearth. So I don't need to have an overcharged kiln eating all of our wood every storm, so I think this is brick oven. I think that's perfectly fine. We'll put that right next to the stamping mill so it gets the flour from the building, and we will love that. Okay, we have plenty of berries for this. Can also use eggs for it, so we may as well. Beaver, you get in there immediately. Yeah, sure. Get in there immediately. I need 2 tools made as soon as humanly possible. Scouts are idle in the brickyard. Oh, well, we investigated them. Let's put a human in here. I mean, I kind of need the builder is the thing. Kinda need that is the thing. Haven't made a single provision pack either. Man. Need more people. Waiting for 5 planks to arrive. I mean, we could just force a delivery on that, I guess. Builder's busy with everything right now, too. I mean, we're in a good spot. Now we're in a very good spot with the temple existing. Lizards are loving life. How are those tools coming along? You've already finished 2 of them. I should have checked on that a lot faster. You deliver those immediately. I don't care if we have no builder. I don't care if I was interrupting your most important building project of your life. We need those tools immediately. Okay, good. And you... I went on the lumber mill because we need a lot of it for a lot of reasons. Cool. Now I need somebody I can pull off of something. So I can get the nest done before the storm hits. When are we getting new people? They're coming soon, TM. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Just get both of you on there and we'll just have nothing built until the newcomers arrive. It's fine. I should do. I kind of want this anyway. Go to gameplay. Yeah, I wanted to pause on newcomer arrival as well. It's just convenient. A ton of tools, that's kind of amusing. I think I take these guys just because there's more of them. So I feel like I just need more people. I can get you guys in the cookhouse, that'll be good. May as well get our smithy rolling too. Lumber mill is full up. Woodcutters are full up. 3 builders sounds good for the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Brickyard's being rebuilt. We may as well rebuild the small farm too. It's not exactly a massive amount of fertile ground here, but it's enough to justify a single human on it. Also want to rebuild the shelter at some point too. But I'm not gonna go down to 1 builder quite yet again. We'll get there, I'm sure, but not yet. Not quite yet. Alright, the brickyard is done. Bully for us. Go make bricks in there. I know it is approximately 5 bajillion yards away from the warehouse, but that's okay for reasons. I need to cap skewers at 30 because we don't need anywhere close to that amount for the amount of lizards we have. Gotta make sure biscuits are made. Probably a 4th person in the cookhouse would be prudent as well. We kinda need it. Yeah, that'll happen when the termite burrow is done, which it will be soonish. And here's some more people, and enough parts to make the foragers camp. Perfect. Can we sell anything here? I do need to do trade routes worth 7, so... I need more packs, which makes perfect sense, and I shouldn't be surprised by, but I'm going to grumble about it anyway. Anyway, what's our new blueprint? Clay pits. If I had a clearance geyser, that'd be awesome, but I don't. Manufactory is something. Sure is a thing that I could have if I wanted it. Not sure I want it particularly much, though. Yeah. It's kind of poop, if I'm being real. Let's just bump this up to 40. I'm gonna want to make all of them at some point anyway. Because, like, we could just... Like, if I focus on caches, we'll basically win real fast. That'll be nice. Is this gonna get done before the storm? No, but it'll be done basically before the storm. And that's fine. Just never gonna have anybody collecting flax, am I? The answer, it turns out, is no. You Moonlight as a carpenter, right? Go fix the shelter over there. We have homeless, we could use it. Quite a bit of homeless, actually. Just kind of bleh. Oh wow, there's bricks in here. Oh gosh. Deliver those, please. Somebody, anybody. Out of clay. That's fine. We got some or her, which is close-ish to a warehouse, I guess. It's close enough to one. It's close enough that I'm not upset by it. And really, isn't me being not upset the most important thing in the world, really? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Don't have enough provision packs for that still, which mildly annoying. Can we force the delivery of that before the storm hits, maybe? I know I'm cutting it rather close, but Liz. Do you need to work on profit margin at some point? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How many berries are we looking at? 109, that's good. I entirely forgot to fill out the warehouse, so we're gonna have a small harvest this year. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. Can certainly afford to get rid of that. Can certainly afford to get rid of copper ore too. I kinda wanna like... Is that a smart plan? It's fine. It's probably fine. Kinda need my planks, kinda need my bricks. Don't have enough provisions for this. I guess we're good. I guess we'll do that later at the end. Cool. Glad we got our bricks from there. Maybe there'll be a good trade route during the storm. Who knows? Speaking of the storm. Let's swap you out. I need people in the temple. Another person in the temple would be exceptionally good, so I guess it's gonna be you. That drops us down an entire hostility level, and we're going to drop down way more because we're going to burn all of our wood at 40% faster pace. Any good trade routes? That works if we can get one more pack of provisions, so guess we'll wait on that. How are we all feeling? Yeah, we're okay. We've been happier, but no one's leaving. That's what really matters. Hey, shelter's done. There's no room there. Fascinating. Just drop it there, I guess. It's fine. Certainly helps out the homelessness issue, which has been plaguing us for the entire game. Awkward. We need some prettiness around here as well. I also want to clear these eggs out because they're in the way. Just put the thing over here, maybe. I don't know. There's lots I could do here. There's lots I could do to make this pretty. Which is very important, obviously, but maybe I just chill on it for now, given that I can't really do it instantly anyway. It's fine. Plenty of bricks there. Good, good. Good, good, good. Definitely want to drop a small hearth here, which means I want to pick up these veggies, like, real quick. We don't have any parts for a warehouse, unfortunately. okay. Sort of okay. We're not in, like, critical condition. We don't have to hurry it up massively. I would love a warehouse over here, granted. Do we have any parts coming in? Sort of. We just need 2 humans, which that sure sounds doable. Hopefully that'll happen at some point. You go in there because that makes you happy. And we'll be good. Gotta keep a wary eye on the fuel, certainly. But we do want to zero out our wood before the storm hits because we'll lose all of it. So on that note, please make a ton of planks. You can help out over there, I guess? Yeah, we're not really caring that much about efficiency to the warehouse at the moment. So we don't care if we get more wood because we're burning all of it. Any parts in these caches? No. Well, that's kind of good because I wanted to pop them open anyway. We have the parts tools for it, right? We have 7. Really? They just haven't been delivered yet. Fair. Who could I pull from what? I guess maybe you, it's fine. Put you on that, get that going. Get some victory points. Maybe win at some point. That'd be cool. Katsukuma! Hi! Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? And, Ooga Booga! Ah! Also, in case you're wondering, you're not actually going crazy. When you arrived, 2 ducks did in fact get flung at my face. Don't worry about it. Stream was good, just beat Everhood. I haven't heard of that game. What's Everhood about? What's all that about? Sounds like a twist on Robin Hood. Deliver those, please, before the storm ends. Very nice. There. That's getting done slowly. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. It's a rhythm game inspired by Undertale and Yumi Nikki. Oh. I am average to middling at rhythm games, so that's probably why I haven't heard of it. Sounds cool though. I could sell some flour. It's not crazy. Yeah, sure. What I'd also like to do is I'd like to start getting some roads paved. So people go to and from important locales faster. Like the farms, and that's it. Very difficult, but just as fun. And trippy, huh? Rhythm games tend to be a little trippy, don't they? We're just like, look at our background, isn't it cool? And it's like, I feels like I'm on mushrooms. And like, yeah, that's what makes it cool. All of these are like fine. Expert specialization might be like slightly more useful than anything else. Not a lot, but slightly. Sure. We'll take it. And our last order is folks gotta eat. I would need 20 lizards for this. Which, may not happen for the entire game. I would also need a place to make luxury goods for this, which also may not happen for the entire game. Huh. I guess this maybe, I guess, maybe, I don't know. The market blueprint's nice. I guess this maybe at some point will happen, perhaps even, I don't know. The village goes great. I'm still like way behind on expanding to a new hearth out here, but it's fine. Guess I could have bought luxury goods, huh? Maybe I could have thought of that. Could have very briefly thought of that, but it's fine. I don't have any, like, money to sell. I don't have enough grain where I'm like, yeah, just send it. Don't care. I can send a little bit of it, though. I don't think we're getting through all of it. Just give him some money so I can spend it on loot boxes. Makes perfect sense to me. Where can we put the termite nest where it doesn't feel like I'm assigning people to a lifetime of annoying buzzing? I don't know. I guess nowhere. I'd also love some more aesthetics. 3 and we should be good. It's just like anywhere, I guess. Just put it back here. Sure, we'll put a little garden next to the tenement. That seems fine. And then we'll need 1 comfort decoration. 1 singular comfort decoration. Some crates that go here. Nah, this is a temple. You gotta put something cool there. Right? Right. A bench. So people can sit there and be like, this sure is the side of a temple. Music in this game is very tranquil. It is fairly tranquil until the storm hits, and then it's ominous. Ominous and scary. Do I spend money on this? I don't think I do. I don't feel like I need any blueprints. I could just pick one and be done with it, but I don't want to do that, frankly. I need this human back on the farm. Yeah. Swap you out. Get you planting some grain. Newcomers arrive in 2 minutes. Where are all my people? I guess they're doing important stuff, now that I look over it. Oh yeah, I can clear out the temple. We don't... It's certainly nice to have that lack of hostility, but it is not essential. I think it's more than fine to pull them off of things and get them working on other things. That seems fine to me. Could use someone in the weaver. Probably need someone in the brick oven too. If I had to venture a guess. That's probably fine. This whole game has a kind of an ominous undercurrent, which is one reason I love it so much. Making skewers out of meat and bugs, good. Definitely want to use whatever vegetables we have on this, primarily because we can use the berries for biscuits and pie. So why tax our berry supply when we don't have to? There's also easily a universe where you just blow up this moss broccoli patch to put down the next hearth a lot faster. Because I want it to exist Like now. Loot box horse is leaving. But we have enough for a big mystery box. Let's send it. What do we got? Vegetable delivery line. Oh, that's hilarious. Discovering a glade during the storm lowers impatience. That's never gonna happen. Ancient tablets, a ton of metal, a ton of bricks, a ton of metal. That's some good stuff, actually. We can sell the ancient tablets right back to him. Which I will. Along with some grain, I guess? Sure. 3 grain, make up the difference. Cool. Gamble more? Gamble more. Ooh. Less fuel consumption, faster woodcutters, those are great. Some more food, which we don't mind, yeah. That's good. That's all really good. Didn't leave us with a lot to sell back to you, and I do kind of want to re-roll these with my last bit of amber, because they're all bad. Butcher's not bad. 2-star jerky, 2-star oil. I certainly wouldn't be upset. 2-star incense could help with the religion, though I don't plan on ever having enough hostility to make that matter. The butcher's fine. Have the lizards make some jerky, maybe some oil. We can use a bunch of our excess grain, of which we have quite a bit, to just turn into something more useful. I think I'm okay with that. Slap it down like here, maybe? Definitely space for it there. And on that note, let's get you guys or her so you're more efficiently cutting wood. Because now it actually does matter a bit. And then we say goodbye to Loot Box Horse. Suppose we do. Bye, Loot Box Horse. Wish you'd brought parts. Happy to sell that. This is also a pretty darn good price for these, but I don't have anywhere near enough provision packs, so I guess we're not doing that. Got some reputation from the lizards, that's lovely. How's this going? It's going. Slowly, but it's going. We should just queue up another one then. Got 14 in the bank, and we've got a ton more about to be delivered. Why not? Why not indeed? Ah, newcomers. Excellent. I need 2 humans to clear my order. I guess it doesn't really matter who I click on here then. The pottery would be kind of handy, I guess. Food doesn't seem like all that needed. Just you guys? Sure. Sure, it's fine. Alright, we'll get you and the Weaver. You're both where you need to be. That's good. Another person in the granary. We are not keeping up with pickled goods whatsoever, so that would probably be prudent. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. Really do need to solve my housing crisis sooner rather than later. I should just blow up these broccoli patches, if I'm being real. I don't need them. I don't need them at all. It just feels bad to be inefficient. Hey, profit margin's done. Good. Just send it. It's fine. We have the supplier if we really want to make water skins. Probably not going to. Alchemist hut, kiln, smelter. Any of these gonna be useful? I guess the kiln's good. I did not manage to burn through all my wood last year, so having the kiln would be a solution to that. Solution to that weird problem of not destroying our wood fast enough. We are capped on bricks, which makes perfect sense given we just got a truckload of them. So that's good. You can leave. You're capped on fabric, but we kind of need a constant supply for codes, so you get to just sit there and chill, I suppose. Congrats. Someone on the farm if I really wanted to. I don't know. Definitely want those trade routes done. Maybe just tell this guy to, hey, make those already. Makes sense to me. God, I really need to build this hearth. Like, so badly. I should just blow up the broccoli. The very notion of my needing this is absurd. Alright. Go over here near the warehouse and tell me when you're done. Okay. Here's a great place for roads. Put them there and there. That'll be lovely. Let's get some people on the small warehouse to help with the harvest. That'll be quite important. No to all of this. Kind of want to keep all of those, to be honest. Guess that means you're done. Go build stuff. Human villagers, we can get some parts out of that. That's worth clicking on just for that. Get the warehouse made over here, which will make a lot of things a lot more efficient. We're gonna like that a lot. Boy, these buildings look awfully familiar. Don't need any of them. I mean, I guess the apothecary is useful. I can make incense from it, and we can use that in the temple. I guess it is useful, and for that reason, I will take it. High-level strats, I know, taking the useful things and not the not useful things. That's just the kind of pro strats you get around here. Crude workstation does not need to exist at all. Can get rid of that. Can put the apothecary here. I guess since we have a lot of bugs, we'll be making bug incense, if anything. Let's do that. Maybe we'll even use that building at some point. It could happen. I just don't plan on it happening. It's cleared out yet? Of course not. You gave it like basically a nanosecond to get it cleared out. Maybe don't be too surprised when they haven't actually finished the job yet. Like, okay, fine, you don't have to be that snippy about it, jeez. Camp done, good. Get rid of it. Do we now need it? We never needed it. Herbalist camp then? Or just let you build stuff? Certainly I could fill out more jobs in town. Might actually be smarter to get you opening up caches too. Let's do that. That seems smart. You two are still making tons of tools? Yep. Sure are. Good, good. Excellent. I think Having 7 builders is actually very reasonable right now. As long as the warehouse is filled out, yep. Hopefully they will help clear off the plantations and not do random stuff, like carrying flour around. I'd prefer if that didn't happen. Yes, good. Now you're carrying some berries from there. Now you're carrying pie now. What are you two doing? Stop it. Reset your tasks. You're going to get stuff. Good. Tell me you're picking it up from the... Yes, you are picking it up from the farm. Good. Please help harvest. It's a big deal. Alright, why don't you guys come over here now? Not only is it close to a warehouse, but it's also next to the hearth I want to clear out. Because we need housing. We need lots of housing for lots of happy people. Let's see, that should be enough for the humans. Then we need some houses for the beavers. We need 10, 12, that's not for them. Put down some lizard houses once this area's cleared. Need to clear out this cache, but that's what we're making tools for. As it turns out, we're working on it. How close are we over here? I could pipe this up, actually. I have a lot of stormwater I'm just not using. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. We'll just speed that up like crazy. Hey, the kiln's done too. Put a lizard in there, start making coal. Where's all of our other lizards? Because I've got jobs they would be really happy to be in. And I'd rather them be in jobs they're happy in instead of random ones. So let's swap y'all out. Get you in the butcher. Get you making jerky. Don't need more than 50, I guess. Same thing with the skewers. Biscuits could probably stand to go up a little bit. It's fine. Make sure you make jerky primarily, but I guess you can, like, keep around some oil if you really want to. That'd be fine. Get some more people in the kiln. Make sure we've got a lot of coal coming in. Don't want to make bricks there. Seems fine. It is not a year divisible by 3, so we're not going to get a blight storm. Which is nice. I don't know. These prices are all kind of meh. And I don't want meh prices. Double the speed of our tools. I might need to double the speed of our kiln at some point, but that is why they're making pipes now, so, you know. I actually did that for a reason. Don't want any of this. Like, I guess there's an argument for the cellar, but, like, not a very strong one. Workshop is way too late. This is all meh. I don't want to spend all my money on rerolls, but I do have a lot of it. Man, this sucks. I have rejected all of these multiple times, guys. Ranch is takeable. Ranch is takeable. It's merely takeable, but it's takeable. Alright. What's your problem? We have too many coats. Boy, that's a phrase I didn't expect to ever say out loud. Alright. The storm is here. Now we burn all of our wood. Just make progress on Flames Act. Just drop hostility like a stone. Could sell the dew. We have infinity metal. Don't mind it. I mind it so little, I'll do it. It's 6, 8, 10, 12. 14. That should cover all of our housing needs. Take a while for all that to get built, for sure, but once it does get built, we'll be good. If you're gonna sit there idle, go make some, go help with the building. That makes a lot of sense to me. Where did these 3 people come from? They were busy on caches, right. Speaking of which, go back to work on them. Alright, we're a little low on pie. I think that's mostly a nut milling flour issue. You sir, you're idle in the clothier anyway. Go into the stamping mill. Help make flour. If both of those things weren't essential for our food production, I would make flour the most important thing you're doing, but they're all kind of essential. How are we doing on berries? Got a lot. We don't have like so much that I don't think we'll ever run out though. And that's where I prefer to be with berries. So let's make a plantation over here. Could get somebody on the small farm as well. Again, I really should be using these people for building right now, but I'm not. Funny that. Blight Post, you should be using coal. Since we have a kiln. Same thing with making jerky. We want to use coal and not wood because it is much, much more efficient. You two with the pottery, make sure you're using coal. It's much better. Plate a bit done. Is it this one? It is. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Board right there. I kind of like it. A stew pot over here near the tenements. Makes a certain amount of sense. Put some benches by it so people can sit next to it. I like it. Boy, we were burning as hard as we could and even transmuting a bunch of it into coal, but we still just ended the game with a ton of wood, huh? I guess that's good in a way. Alright. That's fine. It's an okay price for eggs. We'll just sell a bunch of it. It's fine. Lumber tax certainly would give me more money than Midas. That sounds nice. Let's pick that up then. Hello, Vlies. I will... What would I get with contraband? What a great question that I have no answer to, but I'm picking up anyway. Because it's very good. Probably another service building? T-Doctor would give me a +3, which is kind of silly. Tavern clears a lot of our needs. Leisure and Brawling would probably be the best I could get, but I don't think there is a building that is that, so... Probably shouldn't look for that. Tavern's just, like, generally good. Where am I on the guild house? I'm at a +3 with the guild house. That is also not insane to pick up. Bathhouse feels silly. I could just take the T-Doctor for Brawling. Just nobody gets booze. I don't have any way of making booze. Guess I could pick up a way. Which makes a certain amount of sense. Could just take the tincture. I don't know. I mean, it's all window dressing. I'm gonna win through opening up caches this year, so, like, what do I care? Is the thing. This is just... It's not shifting around deck chairs on the Titanic, it's shifting around... Well, it's... like... adjusting our podium positions? In what manner do you wish to win, sir? I don't know, sir. There's a lot of ways. I don't mind any of them, frankly. Well, that sounds fine to me. Gosh. Lumber mill, I guess. Stamping mill's full of happy people. Throw you guys in the smithy and put you guys in a place you're happier. The temple, for example. Seems good. Does seem good. It all seems pretty good. You go there, it's fine. Because it's all just kind of fine. I mean, if we don't win through caches, we're gonna win through reputation, so, like... we have a lot going for us. I'm pretty sure this is just a big ol' you win right now. On year 6 too, which is pretty nice. I don't win on year 6 super often. But it's certainly nice when it happens. I need more beaver homes now too. 16 will do. Those. We are at 16 there. I'll need another human home. Next to the farm he's working at. That sounds downright reasonable and makes sense. Whoa. Whoa. We can't have that, too much of that. That's insane. Okay, Lisa's leaving. I think we just say bye. Good seeing you, I guess, or something. Could buy a bunch of planks though, with our infinity metal. Sure. Speed up the beaver houses. They deserve it. They've been working hard chopping down trees for the entire game. They deserve nice housing. Look at all the happy people. Feeling pretty good. Please deliver those. Not that it matters. We're probably not going to open the cache before we win, so it's a pretty good feeling. Winning on year 6, pretty nice. It's a nice game. It was really fun. Everything just kind of clicked. Official praise. Impatience stayed below 2. We love it. Love to see it. Oh man. This is a nice settlement. I liked it a lot. Kind of expanded naturally. Everything just kind of worked out. Finding that huge amount of fertile ground in the small farm was a huge boon. Just everything kind of worked. It all just ended up working really well. It's a good game. It's a good game. Against the Storm's a good game. Also get my resupply. Almost certainly need an obsidian box given how much time I wasted with the first 2 settlements. And what do we uncover? Covered Forbidden Lands. Oh gosh. That's the way more dangerous version of the one we just did. Along with Gathering Storm. That's fun. That'd be fun. I'll probably do that next time. Oh, I could see that going really badly. Hopefully it won't. We'll see. Well, that was fun. Thank you again for the raid. Appreciate that a lot. Let's go raid someone else. Sean's playing Citizen Sleeper. That seems okay. Anyone playing against the Storm? No one I know. Which is not like a deal breaker, but I do prefer to raid people who have been nice to me because they're nice. So I'll send you off to Sean. That sounds good to me. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it a lot. Always love seeing people in the stream. I appreciate the raid too. I'll be back tomorrow for more Against the Storm. And that should be a fun time. You know, presumably, unless you find this incredibly boring, in which case it'll be a great sleep aid. So either way you win if you don't think about it. Yeah. Anyhow. I'm gonna go. You have a lovely day, evening, or whatever it is, and you take care. Peace.